everyone, I hope you're having a good day today. I got my hair cut. I went and got it cut on Sunday last week. So happy Sunday. I hope you're having a awesome day. I hope the lighting looks good. We just finished having a thunderstorm, which the rain was much needed. So I hope it looks good. It looks good. Oh, there goes my phone. Let me put that on silent. Alright. So today I'm super excited for this video. I mean, I'm always excited to film, but I'm really excited for this video. I think I've seen other videos like this. I'm sure someone else has thought of it. It's the 5-star rated, it's like 5-star rated palettes. These are palettes that blend well. They stay on your eyes. They're just wonderful. Some of these are my favorite palettes, and then other palettes I like the formula, but they may not be my favorite palettes. So I have eyeshadow palettes and face palettes, drugstore, high-end, and if you want me to do other categories, please let me know. So let's go ahead and get started. First palette is the BHCosmetics Carli Bybel Palette. I got this for my birthday, and I really liked it then, and I was wondering if I would still like it, so I pulled it about a month ago, and I still really like it. I'm not as much of a fan of the highlights. Like, the highlights are good, but I mainly love, I love the eyeshadows. Try not to blind you with the mirror. But the eyeshadows are just beautiful. My favorite look to do with this is take this like dusty mauve color here, and then use that one to deepen up the crease, and then put this kind of orangey bronze color on my lid, and it's a kind of a unique look, and it's so pretty. These are blendable, they last, they stay, they're wonderful, and the highlights are good. I just have other highlights that I love better, but the eyeshadows are amazing, and I might just try something else from BHCosmetics because I really like these eyeshadows. Next is a well-known, well-loved palette, the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. For good reason. This is amazing. They're blendable. They last. None of these are matte, but they kind of have a satin finish, and you can always, kind of intensify them. Sometimes I'll intensify them with maybe like a cream shadow, like on the lid, and that'll give it a little more pop. And it's just really nice, really blendable. It's a great, affordable palette. Next is a well-known, well-loved palette. If you've watched my channel, I love this palette. It's the Tarte Tarteist Pro To Go palette. It has 6 colors, 3 shimmer, 3 matte. I love the orange. I love the gold. I mean, I love all of them. I love this palette. I don't really hear anyone talking about it, and it's so blendable. I would say a comparable formula would be the Lorac Pro formula. I would say they're really similar. It's just awesome. I might try the other, Tarte Tease palette. I might try that one. Also, I keep wanting the Too Faced White Chocolate Bar palette, but I see such bad reviews, but I still kind of want it. I don't know. Let me know if you like it, but this palette's amazing. It's blendable. I love it. I love this. It's definitely one of my favorite palettes. Next is another palette by Tarte. It's the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. And this is the only one I have. I didn't really want the first one. I mean, I might get it eventually, but not one I want right now. And I don't really want the third one either. I like this palette. I like this color, Breezy. That's one of my favorites. And the white in here is beautiful. I love it. I would recommend wearing an eyeshadow primer with these because they need a little extra help. But they blend well, and they just don't last as long, but they blend well, and they're very vibrant in color. They're pigmented. They blend well. They just need an eyeshadow primer. So I really like this. I think they did a good job. Like, there's some cool tones, warm tones, so they did a good job, and they're more of a satin color. So, as again, you can intensify them with a cream shadow or something like that. So I like this, and I love the packaging. Of course, Tarte always has such cute packaging. Next is the Milani Earthy Elements palette. It's what I'm wearing today, actually. This palette's wonderful, except this color. This color is just, you see, like, it's not really intense, which I wish it was more intense because it's beautiful. Like, whenever I look at this palette, my eyes gravitate towards that or the orange. But anyway, I'm wearing this palette today. I'm wearing the brown color. Kind of on the inner part of my eye / I did to the middle, kind of as a transition shade, and then I used the orange on the outer half, blended it, and the orange is beautiful. I'm wearing it on my lower lash line. And then I use the cream shadow stick in Champagne. It's like Champagne or something. It's by Julep or Julep, or it's Julep. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm using that. It's nice. I put that on. It looks really good. I really like this palette. I might get the like really colorful one that they have, or the purpley one, but this one is really good and I would definitely recommend it. Next is the Lorac Tale as Old as Time. This palette utterly surprised me. It really did. The Pirates of the Caribbean eyeshadow palette, it was kind of a disappointment for me. I'm going to make a video on it, but I'm not going to talk about it obviously right now. I'm going to talk about this wonderful palette. This palette is blendable. It's wonderful. This is the formula I expect from Lorac. The only color in here that I'm not really a fan of is this pink color down here. Yeah, and even this you can get to work. It can be intense. It's just not as good as I think it could be. But you get some pinky colors, some kind of brown colors, you get this beautiful blue, you get this beautiful gold, and then you get some cool tones up here. I love this row. This is probably my favorite row. It's awesome. I love this palette. It's awesome. I love the packaging. Lorac did an amazing job on this palette. Next is another palette by Lorac, the Lorac Pro 2. I like this palette. It has some kind of warm colors in here, like you have that brown that you can use as a transition, or you can use it if you want to go for a more subtle look. It's just beautiful. Like they have the purple and the blue, and then they have this green, and they've got, you know, this kind of bronzy gold, and you know, they've got this white, and they just did a good job. It's super blendable. I really like this palette. I still have not gotten the first one. I really want the first one, but I like this palette. It's wonderful, and I've swatched the first one. It seems wonderful too. So this is an amazing formula, especially if you have a cooler undertone. I would highly recommend it. Alright, now I'm going to do face palettes. I have 3 to share with you. First is the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean face palette. That is what I am wearing today. On my face, I'm wearing the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer as a bronzer, obviously. And then for blush, I mixed Caribbean and Lost Soul together because I wanted to wear both, but I didn't want my cheeks to be quite as rosy. But they're blendable. It's wonderful. I love it. For my highlight, I mixed Star Reader, this gold, and then this white color and Fortune together, and it's beautiful. They're super blendable. I love it. It's awesome. I got this from my sister, and she's like, I've been obsessed with this palette. So she really likes this palette, which makes me so happy because I love it too, and it's just awesome. This palette, not this palette, this color I love too. I love everything in here. It's wonderful, blendable, amazing. Lorac did an amazing job on this face palette. Next is the Beauty and the Beast collaboration by Lorac. I've talked about this one. I think if you have a medium skin tone, that this would look stunning on you. I do have a lighter skin tone, so with this color I do have to tap off the excess because it's rather pigmented for my paler skin, but it's blendable, it's soft, like it's so soft and blendable, like it's just wonderful. And the highlight is wonderful. It's a little too dark for me, but I'll just put a little bit of white highlight and mix it up and make it a little lighter. But even if I don't, it totally looks great too. But it's just amazing. Lorac did an amazing job, and I absolutely love the packaging as well. And the last palette is a highlight palette. I bet you guys know which one I'm going to talk about. It's the Anastasia Sundipped Glow Kit. This is awesome. My only complaint besides the cardboard packaging is if you do have a little bit of texture on like your cheeks. I did have a really bad breakout about 2-3 months ago, something like that, and it did emphasize my texture a little bit, but I do go a little loco on the highlights. If you have some texture there, just go a little more careful on the highlight. And if you have texture like along here, I wouldn't wear highlight anyway. Just let that go away, not bother it. That's just one thing I wanted to tell you about. The formula is wonderful. It lasts, it stays, it really packs a punch. I use this shade to contour, these two as highlights. I'll use this one as like eyeshadow sometimes, or on top of my blush, or it's just amazing. They did an amazing job on this. I hope they'll come out with more like this. I know they came out with like the Aurora and the Moonchild, but I just don't, I'm not a big fan of colored highlights as much, which is shocking with me. I would think I would be, but that's just definitely not my cup of tea. But I really like this palette. It's amazing, and Anastasia did an awesome job on this palette. So that was my 5-star rated palettes, some of my favorite formulas, favorite palettes, and yeah, let me know what you would consider 5-star rated palettes. Let me know what some of your favorite palettes, like the best, so I can check them out. I have been thinking about getting the Anastasia Modern Day Renaissance palette. Yes, I do not have that. Let me know if you like that, if you would consider that a 5-star rated palette. And any other palettes, please let me know in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a good day, and I hope tomorrow's even better. Bye.